I'm so excited to share with you guys our balcony makeover. The weather in Dubai is finally nice enough to actually be outdoors. Summer has ended and now we're going into winter, and it's just such a nice time to be in Dubai. Now, our balcony really needed some help. We've lived in Dubai for 7 years, and over those 7 years, we've collected quite a few items. And since being in this apartment, which we've been here for a year and a half now, we haven't actually done anything with the space. We just moved all of our stuff from our previous apartment to this apartment, and it just kind of sat there. And we really didn't use the space very well for the last year and a half. Obviously during summer months we can't use it, it's too hot to be outside. But during winter months, it's the time to be outdoors as much as possible. So that's where this idea came, was we're finally getting into the nicer weather, let's make over the balcony. After we had given the balcony a good clean, we then decided how we wanted to divide the space. We decided we wanted to divide the space in 2 parts. One part being a grassy area where Freya can crawl and one day walk, and the other part being a more loungy, comfortable space where we can drink our morning coffee or have a glass of wine at night and just enjoy being outside. Did I mention that we were doing this on a budget? I don't know if you've ever gone and looked at outdoor furniture, but it can be really expensive. From 3,000 up to like 8,000 dirhams. And that was a little bit out of our price range. So we decided to upcycle our previously upcycled patio furniture. When we bought it, it was bright pink. I kid you not. We got it on sale and spray painted it matte black. And it looked great, but it needed a little bit of love. After 4 years, the paint kind of was a bit dull and you could start seeing a bit of pink come through. So we went with a semi-gloss black spray paint and we sprayed that down. If we were to do this over again, I would definitely recommend getting a really big sheet to do this on. We did it with a few pieces of cardboard and we definitely had to like clean the floor properly. And when I say we, I mean Bruce. Bruce cleaned and mopped the floor properly to get all the spray paint off. We then decided to get new cushions, which we really should have done a long time ago. The cushions that came with it were like paper thin, and then we ended up using other cushions that we just had from another set, and it wasn't made for it, and yeah, it just didn't look great. So we got new cushions made for it, which actually wasn't that expensive and really made such an impact. We then went to our local nursery to get some plants. This was one of my favorite parts of this makeover because I love being out in nature and I love plants. Although I'm not an expert on outdoor plants. So before going, I did a little bit of research to see what kind of plants would do well in this environment, as well as going onto Pinterest to see kind of what look I was going for. I really recommend this so you don't get overwhelmed and end up buying things that aren't actually gonna work or gonna die soon after you put them outside. We love bringing Freya along with us. I think she really appreciates the outdoors as much as we do. And it was so cute seeing her amongst the greenery. With all the shopping done, we were then able to start putting everything in place. Bruce laid down the artificial grass, and honestly, it instantly made such a transformation into that space. We then moved over to the sitting area. I started out with laying down a rug that I got from IKEA. This outdoor rug is really affordable and just kind of ties the room together. We added an umbrella to give us a little bit more shade if we decided to be outside midday. We then placed our upcycled furniture, and I'm so happy we did that new coat of paint. It really just enhanced that furniture and brought it back to life. I really love how our custom outdoor cushions came out. We went with an outdoor fabric, which is obviously going to be really durable, as well as an off-white color, which I think is going to do well with the harsh sunlight that we get. It's not going to fade or get discolored. We then added the plants, which really makes the whole space come alive. The frangipani we had already had, and the other ones we got from our local nursery. I hadn't got a chance to plant all of them yet. I needed to get more soil, but alas, that's another project for another day. Our outdoor furniture set actually came with a coffee table, But since having Freya, I decided to get rid of that just to open that space up so Freya could play if she wanted to there. In its place, I added this round black side table that I got from IKEA that's really inexpensive, but actually matches really well with the furniture we already had. I added a round placemat and a potted plant just to kind of tie it in with the rest of the space. I added a few throw pillows just to kind of finish off the space. And I must say, I love, love, love how this whole space has turned out. Now that the space is complete and the weather is so nice, we find ourselves outside all the time. Typically we go out in the morning with our cup of coffee and Freya plays at our feet. And in the evening we end up on the grass playing with Freya as we throw her up in the air and she rolls around, and it's just the best. I honestly don't know why we didn't do this sooner. So if you like this video, we'd love for you to subscribe and hit the bell if you want to get notified when we post our next video, which will be hopefully soon. We have a few in the pipeline. And if you like this type of video, go ahead in the comments and let us know. We would love to make more if you like it. So yeah, that's it guys. See you next time.